Hello and welcome back to the vlog. Let's get you situated there. Today, well, thank you first of all for being here. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate some of the feedback, and you know, it's funny, people will never comment on a video, but they will pull me aside in person in a meeting or a conference or whatever and go, hey, I loved that video. And I'm like, man, that'd be great to hear in a comment. But anyway, comment down below, please. If this is your first video, if you've watched every video here, I just appreciate you. And today is something a little bit different. I feel like I say that a lot, but it really is today. Today we're doing the Polar Plunge. It's here in 2023 for the Special Olympics of Georgia. Our team dedicated to raise $30,000, I think. And we have exceeded that goal immensely. My personal goal was like, I don't know, $300, and I think we got 600, just shy of 600, something like that. But anyway, so that's what we're up to today. Let's get right into the vlog though. We got a lot to catch you up on and talk about here. As I said though, if this is your first video, welcome and thank you for being here. If you have not yet subscribed though, you've got to do that. Weekly videos here is what we do on the vlog, and we do have two other channels, but we're not going to talk about those today. Because today we are doing the Polar Plunge. I'm super excited. You know, there's a lot of people in business that don't understand the idea of charitable giving, and I don't mean necessarily of money all the time. You can give of your time, and it's one thing that I've tried to do ever since I've been in this business, in real estate, and even in my lawn care and landscaping business. We always found someone that needed help with their yard, and we'd just go cut it, and we didn't ask for anything. And that's the point, is that, you know, when you do good and when you give back to your community, man, really good things happen, and people really underestimate the value of that. But anyway, as far as real estate goes though, we've done Porsche drives for Solidarity Sandy Springs here, the food pantry. I think we had 500 or 600 pounds of food donated, and there were only like 20 cars, so it was a ton of food. And you know, I'm always very careful about charities that I do support, because there are just so many, I don't want to say bad ones out there, but when you start to dig into the numbers and the donations and where the money's actually going, you know, you find out a lot of this stuff is administrative work and CEOs and look, I think, you know, there's a place and a time for everything, but I want the most money to go to the cause and to the people that need it. And I think I grew up Christian, so like that's what you do as a steward of your money, is you protect it and you invest it in the things that you know, you don't just give, you got to research this stuff. So anyway, yeah, so we got a hat on. This is the only Engel and Volkers thing I really have. I do have a Low Country shirt that I got from those guys, but this is the EV Atlanta today. So I'm really excited about this though, and I think our team is over $30,000 now, $34,000. We're the #1 team, unless someone just comes in with like a Hail Mary donation from someone. But there's like 11 or 12 of us plunging today. It is only 57 degrees, so it's not like what you might think of in terms of Polar Plunge with like the table of, ooh, Porsche. This is what it's like to be in the car though, because I'll just stop mid-conversation and go, oh, that's a nice car. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Hold on. Right, yeah, table of ice. So there's no ice on the lake. I think the water temperatures are like in the low 50s. Cold enough for me. I do not like the cold. I like warm weather. I like spring and fall weather here in Atlanta, which is, you know, 70s and low 80s. But it is for a good cause, and so I'm really excited about this today. Of course, we're going to bring you along for the actual event. Special Olympics, great organization here in Georgia. They do just a phenomenal job of getting these athletes into you know, organization and organized sports, I guess we should say, better. But you know, to me, that's such a crucial thing. Everyone loves sports on some level, and we all love to compete on some level. And anyway, just really excited to support this organization. So thank you to those of you that donated. To those of you that did not donate, but you want to donate next year, I'm going to get this out a little bit further out ahead of time. This last week was a little crazy as far as business and kid schedules and stuff goes, so there was a lot going on. But next year I'll probably start talking about this like around Christmas time, because I need to do a slightly better job of fundraising and getting the word out. But having said that, if you want to be added to my VIP list, you can do that down below. We'll link that, or you could just comment VIP and I'll reply with the form. But you know, this is the group of people that have raised their hand, that have said, yeah, we want to do business with Matt LaMarsh. We like, know, and trust who he is. And you know, you don't have to be buying real estate in the next year or two. You don't have to be buying real estate in the next 10 years. I will be in this business for the rest of my life until I officially retire, or semi-retire. I don't really know yet, but yeah, if you want to join that, it's not spam, it's not junk, it's not your grandmother's recipes. Like, this is high value, high level content for living, working, and playing in North Atlanta, and we're really excited about the future of actually what's going on here. So can't really share any of those details just yet, but we got 2023 is going to be amazing in terms of business stuff and what we got going on. So anyway, let's go to the lake. Let's jump in the freezing cold water, semi-freezing cold water. As I was sending this out and posting on social media about you know, attempting to get some donations in here, it's crazy the people that stepped up and supported me, and I really appreciate that. To me, I like to take that to like a whole different level and a whole different standard, if you will. For the people that donated like right off the bat, I called them and I was just like, thank you so much, I really appreciate you. What can I do to support you now? Like, is there a cause that you want to support that I can help you support? Is there something in your business that I can provide for you? Is there a connection I can give you? Like, to me, response and reaction to some of this stuff is really, really important. And even in our business, you know, it just blows my mind how many people don't take advantage of people stepping up and saying, yes, I want to do business with you. And even if I can't do business with you, I know people that will do business with you. And this is the whole like pebble in the pond theory, right? Where I might not be the perfect client for you, but I know a lot of people, and you know a lot of people, and we all do. And you know, the next ring out of relationships is really, really crucial. And again, not just for charity stuff, but for business in general. And it just blows my mind how narrow-minded some entrepreneurs or small business owners can be with this stuff, because I go to a ton of networking events, as you guys know, and you know, when I ask what's your perfect client, I expect you to have a very specific answer to that. And maybe it's just my marketing and sales background, that demographics and men versus women versus this age group versus that, like, that's just what I think about. And I know what my perfect client looks like, and I know the people that generally I don't work well with, and don't work well with me. I don't deliver you know, the expectation that they expect. And you know, it was funny, this past week we were having a conversation about commissions in real estate, and just to be clear, there are no standard commissions in real estate. That commission is to be determined between me and you, my client, and me and the buyer's agent, or seller's agent, depending on what their seller is willing to pay in compensation or commission for buying or selling real estate. That's between you and I, and that has nothing to do with anyone else. And you know, I like to believe that I don't want to even say the typical, because there is no typical commission, but what we typically see in our area is a number. And sometimes you see a little bit higher, sometimes you see a little bit lower, but there's like a middle ground there where a lot of people, you know, feel comfortable about the service that they offer and the price that they charge. And that's fine, but if you're, you know, doing that, as an example, if you're an attorney out there and you're charging $100 an hour, and I know that's not the case, but let's just say you charge $100 an hour. If you specialize in a particular part of law, family law or whatever, real estate, it doesn't matter, you should charge more. That specialty requires different education and different experience, and you know, if you can deliver on that value, you should charge more. So anyway, having said all of that, if you're a normal real estate agent that sells 4 houses a year, and you're trying to command a higher price, it's probably not going to work out for you. And on the flip side, if you're a an outstanding, exceptional agent that gets insane results, you should be charging more. And if you're not, that's on you. That's, you know, you should be able to convey all this in a value proposition. But the point of all this is that, to me, there's a very definitive line. And someone said, I think I was watching something on TikTok, so take this with a grain of salt. But if you want to know who your real friends are, start a business. And I was like, man, that's really true. Like, a lot of my really good friends when I started my lawn care and landscaping business called me immediately and were like, hey, come do our yard, come install sod, come do this, come do that. And that was really comforting as a small business owner and as their friend, obviously. But man, your clients become your friends, and your friends very rarely become your good friends, quote unquote, very rarely become clients. But it's just amazing to me, the people and the level of people that have supported my business over the last 4 years now. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I really, really appreciate that support. So, but I do think about it, you know, year to year, things change. My business changes, it grows. We get better in certain areas, and we leverage other areas out. And I think I'm really, really good at understanding what my strengths are, but also what my weaknesses are, and finding a way, because there's just some necessary evils in real estate that you have to do and that you have to think about. And for me, there's a lot of things that I'm not good at, but I found really, really good people to do those things, that do it much better than I do, that provide a whole different level of service to my clients. And that's what a good business owner does. I don't try to be everything to everyone. It's just not a good thing. It's not a good look. And when you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. So anyway, let's get to the lake here. Enough talk, enough chatter. Let's plunge. Not gonna lie, colder than I thought it was gonna be. I know that water's gonna be a lot colder. Ugh. I will say though, in the like 7 or 8 years that I lived here in Ackworth, I had no idea this was here, overlooking the lake. I'm pretty sure it's new, but could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. All right, we are here.
Is it cold?
A little bit cold. A little bit cold. Woo! Chilly! I've got the heat on blast, and it is, it's so cold. That water's so cold. It didn't feel cold. I put my foot in, I was like, oh, it's actually kind of warm. The game changes when you get up to like waist height. Chilly. But anyway, thank you again to everyone that supported me. I appreciate you so much. It means so much to me to have your support in this and business and life. It's all connected. It's all tied together. But if you're looking for this event around you, I'm sure they probably have one. It may be supporting someone else or a different charity or whatever, but there's a ton of these all around the country. So if you're ever looking for a great way to raise money, I would highly encourage you to look into something like this. Yeah, it was good times. We did go to lunch at 1885 up in Ackworth here as well. I'm gonna try to like combine a bunch of footage and different angles and stuff from people that were there and supporting us. I really just appreciate you guys. So anyway, that is the vlog. Charity, business, life, it's all connected, and it really is. That's how it should be, honestly. But I really appreciate you guys coming along on the vlog today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you as well. If you have not yet, hit the subscribe button though. Your boy is diving into ice cold water and doing things differently now here in 2023. And we have, especially here on the vlog channel, the other two channels are gonna stay what they are, but this channel is gonna go to do some different things that I'm really excited about. For you, for me, for us, our community here, I really appreciate you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Talk to you later, bye-bye. One quick little side note here. We crushed our goal. Our goal was $30,000. We raised like 36,000. Amazing. My goal was like $100. If I could get $100, I thought that would be amazing. I think I ended up at like 778, 780, a little less than 800, somewhere in there, which for my first time, hey, look, no complaints. And for those of you that donated 20 and 50 and even $100, I really appreciate you. So thank you so much for that. But I could not get in that water and not go all the way under. I feel like that's like the rite of passage here. So anyway, thank you again. I appreciate you. I didn't have all the numbers, the final numbers here, so I feel like I gotta kind of add that in here. But we'll definitely be doing this again next year. So I really appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.